Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Sing with me.
I had a chance to live my life again. Without pretending, I would tell you plain. I've made a lot of mistakes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the most successful politician in the Caribbean, brothers and sisters. The 5-time successful politician, Prime Minister and leader of the Dominica Labour Party. Put your hands together and welcome on stage the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit.
My dearest, I cannot bear. I think of you everywhere I go. I always long to come by. When I rather children will forsake you, I will always stand up for you. Oh, I am your knight in shining armor. I remain your true love and all. Dominica, you know how I care. Your humble servant I'll remain. I stand by your side to honor sometimes the things I hate us make me want to hide from the very children, those who have no pride. For instead of helping out, hear them criticize. But try as I may, I there are those among us who have been done destroyed, but they must be disciplined. I can forgive over crazy.
Hello? 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 Are you ready?
Everywhere I go, I always...
My dear comrades and friends, this is what a serious and mature political party looks like. This is what a meeting of a well-organized and cohesive party feels like. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Dominica Labour Party tonight. I want to start by first expressing my personal and sincere condolences to relatives, friends, neighbors, and indeed residents of the eastern villages of Dominica on the loss of a life, personal injury, and damage to property and infrastructure occasioned by the passage of a tropical depression over the weekend. My prayers are especially with the relatives of the deceased, and we commit to being there for their family in this hour of sadness and distress. I visited several eastern villages and communities today and received a detailed update on the extent of damage and the inconvenience to residents. We have deployed all needed equipment and other resources to ensure rapid clearing of roadways and restoration of regular commute, albeit on a temporary basis. Much of our ongoing infrastructural work is already concentrated in the east of the island, and this latest tragedy will serve to strengthen our resolve to install permanent structures for easy mobility of persons living in Castle Bruce, Good Hope, Saint-Sauveur, Grand Fort, La Plaine, the Caligo territory, and surrounding communities. When 2 nights ago, I called for national reset, this is precisely what I was speaking about. There are situations in this country that need to be addressed in a direct way and with firm resolve to remedy vulnerabilities once and for all. When we speak about climate resilience, this is precisely what we are talking about. We have to ensure that we can build this country to the point where it can withstand shocks of this nature and where our people can feel secure and safe. We will not take a month or a year, but with God's continued guidance, we shall continue to craft and create a better quality of life for all our people here in Dominica. Tomorrow, I will again return to the east to see and determine how best and how expeditiously we can bring meaningful relief to the people besieged as a consequence of this weather. Given that we once lived in an era where November meant that bad weather was all over, we are now faced with tragedies even in November and December because of climate change. My dear brothers and sisters, on another important note, I wish to assure residents of Dominica that the government is working assiduously to alleviate the current petrol challenges confronting us, occasioned again by recent weather conditions. The next shipment of fuel is expected on Wednesday morning, and I want you to know that this current inconvenience is but temporary and should be resolved within the next 24 hours. My brothers and sisters, I don't normally pay much attention to what my detractors are saying or doing. But someone sent me the news article today in which a headless political party considered it was in no way, shape, or form ready to contest an election and therefore has surrendered. They have surrendered. My friends, life is about choices. That is their choice, and we respect their choice. But if I was in a party that had no leader, no policy, no philosophy, or no friends, local or foreign, and no active presence in the villages and communities and constituencies in Dominica, I would say to that party, don't run. Don't run. You do not want to get defeated a sixth time again. So their decision not to contest the elections has nothing to do with incomplete report of the sole commissioner on electoral reform. Nothing to do with this. Their decision not to contest is as a consequence of their inability to rally together as one organization and support a single individual as leader of their party. They were rumbling chaotically along toward November 27th party conference, at which no less than 6 persons had declared an intention to run for leadership. The conference on November 27 was not going to unite them. It was going to further divide them. Everyone they had approached to join the party as a candidate was joining on condition of becoming the leader of the party. And so, my friends, the decision not to contest was not taken after no vote on electoral reform. Let me give you the real background to their pullout from contesting the elections. I called a meeting last evening of the 10 new candidates who will be joining Labour in this election. And so, the 10 new candidates, we met last night with some of the outgoing members of the parliament and with our senior advisors. We met at a public space. We met the 10 new candidates in a public space. Someone took note of all who entered that building and all who left that building. And then they relayed that to the Workers' Party. And when they saw the names of people who were going to run, they decided, no way, we cannot beat those candidates, and therefore we're not going to contest elections. That is why they're not running. They know they could not win a single seat in the north of Dominica. They know they cannot test us in the south of Dominica. They know they cannot test us in the west of Dominica. And when they believed they had a little glimmer of hope in the east, when that woman who wanted to be leader of the Workers' Party from Lapland saw the name that is going to run in the Lapland constituency, she said, well, I feel bad. I cannot win that seat, because that candidate for the Lapland constituency will be a formidable candidate for Labour in this election. So, my friends, don't buy that nonsense about electoral reform. Don't buy that. That is a bunch of nonsense they're talking about. They're not ready. You have no leader. You have no policies. You have no programs. You have no friends. And you can't make even a little drink in a bar when you go in a constituency. Which job party are you talking about? Which party are you talking about? Labour is the only organized party in the Commonwealth. We are the only organized party in the Commonwealth, my dear friends. They came, Workers' Party came, or they lost by 8,000 or so votes last election. But if they were hard-working men and women, if they were interested in people, they could do better this time around. But they're not serious. And so Lennox Linton led them for the last 3 years. 3 years, and then got vexed and left the cockpit when he heard of the sort of people that were being recruited to replace him. That is why he said they backstab him, they crooked him, ladies and gentlemen. With who gets up and leaves the leadership of a political party 3 years after an election? Who does that? Who does that? And so, ladies and gentlemen, this election is a serious time. We have, as Labour Party, to secure the future of this country, the well-being of Dominica. And so, let us not get confused by them. We have work to do, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we caught them with their pants and on the way down. We caught them with their pants and on the way down, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, it was not only down, it was completely off. And they cannot recover from this. The UWP tonight is as naked as it was born. No policy, no philosophy, no ideas, no presence on the ground, no money to buy even a drink in a shop for anybody who they meet in a shop. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let us remain focused on Dominica and what we need to do for our country. So tell the Workers' Party for me tonight to stop their damn nonsense about they're not running because of a report on electoral reform. That is not true. They marched up and down for the last 3 months demanding election. Every Wednesday they in Roosevelt Skerrit call election, Skerrit call it. When Skerrit call the election, they're saying they're not running for election. Well, if you are not ready, then don't come and talk to me about your problems. That is your problem, Workers' Party. That's your problem. That's your problem. We are ready, and we are ready to continue the advancement of Dominica for the benefit of the people of Dominica. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if they don't want to contest, then so be it. I have led a party in parliament with 18 seats, and I am prepared to run a parliament with all 21 seats. So it's okay. Nobody will miss them anyway. It's a bunch of lazy men and women looking for a salary every month, no work. So if they want to run, okay. But we will take all the 21 seats, all of them. So my friends, and I am warning them tonight. I am warning them tonight that nonsense they did last election and blocking streets and burning streets, let me say to them that we will not sit down and take that nonsense again in Dominica. That nonsense will not happen in our country. This lawless behavior, the government will not accept it from these people. You fight elections with policies, programs, and ideas, not blocking streets and burning streets in Dominica. So it's not going to happen again. And if it happens, we will deal with it according to the laws of the Commonwealth of Dominica. And so, my friends, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to reveal the Dominica Labour Party team for the times. Already, you met 10 of the returning PAL reps. I wish to commend them on their decision to offer themselves once again. I want to thank them for offering themselves once again. And we've also recognized that there are some of our comrades who have decided to retire from active politics. I thank them most profusely, but I will get the opportunity when I visit each of those constituencies to thank the comrades who are retiring from active politics for their service to this country, diligently working in the vineyard of labor, in the vineyard of this country for more than 2 decades. And I can say to you that they have done well for Dominica, and they have done well to this Dominica Labour Party. And so I thank them for this. But let me send a message to all of them that while they will not be PAL reps, I have a lot of work for them to do, because we need all hands on deck to do the work on behalf of the people of Dominica. And so don't believe you're going to slip under no tree in Cottage or no tree in Benjamin's Park. No, you're going to get work to do. Lady D, you have work to do. Kent, you have work to do. Dr. King, you have work to do. All of you have work to do in the service of the people of Dominica. But tonight, my dear friends, I am here to present to you the new candidates of the Dominica Labour Party. The new candidates of the Dominica Labour Party. And you know, as you know, my dear friends, I have signaled to the country, that my time in politics, in other words, I have less time left in politics than I have served. And therefore, I am preparing the party for a peaceful, orderly, and disciplined transition. And I want to ensure that the party has sufficient skills and talent at its disposal to carry on the work that we have done over the last 2 decades. And so we need to bring new blood and new energy and new talent to the service of the party. And this is what we have sought to do with the 20 candidates that we have in these general elections. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I went to the east, I saw talent. I went to the south, I saw talent. I went to the north, I saw talent. I went to the west, I saw talent. And I even went into the center, ladies and gentlemen, and found talent there for the Labour Party in these elections. And so, my task is to lead this great party into yet another victory, and to be the guide and to oversee the peaceful transition of this country. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we set out, and I believe in a few minutes you will agree that we have created the perfect team for these times. There is no other place in the world where you'll get such a perfect team for the times, ladies and gentlemen. And so it is my pleasure to introduce the new candidates. But first I will introduce those who are returning to run in these general elections. And so I would like to re-invite the returning members of Team Labour to the platform. Dr. Vince Henderson, Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte, Gregory Rivera, Fidel Grant, Kozia Frederick, Denise Charles, if they don't move fast, we replace them, they have to move fast. Irving McIntyre, Octavia Alfred, and Melissa Skerrit. No. Oh, Sister Greta Fred, what happened to me? Ladies and gentlemen, friends all, now I would like to introduce to you the fresh, bold, new faces of labor for 2022 and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen,
the Labour Party shall not be moved.
I wish to call on for the Cottage constituency, Roland Royer, ladies and gentlemen.
Cottage constituency, a close-knit community of culturally aware and hard-working people, has been nestled securely in the good hands of Labour for decades. So it says a lot about our new candidate in the December 6th general elections when we say that we are confident our standard of excellent service in the constituency won't drop. This is because he has already served as a public officer for over 20 years with distinction in various sectors, including agriculture, tourism, and infrastructural development. We are confident because even though he no longer resides there, residents from the community always call if they don't see him by the weekend to make sure he's okay. Shaped by his community to become the success he is today, he is truly a man of the people. So, with the diverse range of skills he has honed over a stellar career,
ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the young lady is only 23 years old. Only 23 years old. I call on the platform from the Paybush constituency, Lakia Joseph, ladies and gentlemen.
A village she proudly refers to as the Kingdom of Benz. This young lady has already made a name for herself as an agriculturalist, entrepreneur, and community activist. She is diminutive in stature, but powerful in presence. Young, but with seasoned, measured personality of many twice her age. Paybush will be in great hands for you.
And from Petit Savane with love, Julian Defoe, ladies and gentlemen. Roosevelt, we have Miriam Blanchard, ladies and gentlemen. The next person I'm going to call to the platform was in grammar school with me back in the days. And she was smarter than me at grammar school, ladies and gentlemen. I invite to the platform for the Lapland constituency, Dr. Cassandra Williams, ladies and gentlemen. All you think Labour joking? Labour got talent. Labour got talent. Ladies and gentlemen, from Salisbury, Windsor, Frank, ladies and gentlemen, the next parliamentary representative for the Salisbury constituency. The next person I'm going to call on stage, his father ran for Labour when Labour was Labour powder, ladies and gentlemen. We call from the Collio constituency, Darren Pinan for Labour in Collio.
Labour Party shall not be moved.
And from the constituency that has never voted any party except the Dominica Labour Party, ladies and gentlemen, the bastion of Labour, Labour country, ladies and gentlemen, for the Portsmouth constituency, Finella Wenham, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to introduce the next candidate. Now, I will forewarn you that he looks like me, but I give you the assurance that I am not his biological father. Ladies and gentlemen, for the St. Joseph constituency, Darren Lloyd.
Represented by the waters, Labour Party shall not be moved.
Well, there is only one constituency in Dominica. There is one constituency in Dominica which name has changed. It used to be called the Maho constituency, but it is the Rayburn-Blackmore constituency, and the next parliament for the Rayburn-Blackmore Maho constituency is Cassany-Laville, ladies and gentlemen. My friends, you have been introduced to the most formidable team of candidates anywhere in the world. A team that will be doing the hard work in the next 5, 10, and 15 years to take Dominica to this glorious promised land. And so I've always wanted, as the leader of this party, I've always wanted to be as the leader of this party, that when I leave a stronger party than I came in, and a formidable party, and I am satisfied, ladies and gentlemen, that Labour is stronger than ever. And so, let us remain focused as a party. This is not time for us to be quarreling among ourselves for any issues. This is a time for us to ensure that we do what is necessary to secure the future of Dominica. Because the only organized party in Dominica today is the Dominica Labour Party. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we give you this solemn promise that we shall do all that we need to do by the grace of God, to continue to work for you, the people of Dominica. As you know, this has always been my promise and always been my commitment to you. And we shall remain steadfast with this. And so tomorrow, we'll share with you the schedule for the next several days. Because even if these guys are not running, we still want to engage you in a conversation, the people of Dominica. And therefore, we'll come to every constituency in Dominica over the next few days to interact with you, to share with you ideas, and to hear from your new candidates and from those who are returning to contest this election. So if it is late, I want to thank you for coming out in such large numbers on a Tuesday night, and let us continue to work together for the greater good of our country. God bless you. God bless Dominica. God bless the Dominica Labour Party. Thank you.
I hold you very close to my heart. Some of you, my dearest, I cannot part. I think of you everywhere I go. I always long to come back to you. When your other children will forsake you, I will always stand up for my truth. Oh, I am your knight in shining armor. I remain your true ambassador. Sweet Dominica, you know how I care. Your humble servant I'll remain. I stand by your side through summer rain. Sometimes the things I hate make me want to hide from the very children, those who have no pride. For instead of helping out, hear them criticize. But try as I may, I cannot lose my feet. Because Dominica, you're my rightful place. And if I deny your complete, who but me I betray. There are those among us who bent on destroying, but they must be disciplined. I can forgive those who are crazy, but not them who are lazy. They bring shame on we. I hold you very close to my heart. From you, my dearest, I cannot part. I think of you everywhere I go. I always long to come back to you. When your other children will forsake you, I will always stand up for my truth.